Welcome to another episode of the Men in Conversation series, a podcast series in collaboration with the Kolisi Foundation and Justice Desk Africa.
Welcome to Men in Conversation. I'm here today with Edward from Justice Desk. Edward, today you take the lead.
I am honored. As you said, my name is Edward from Justice Desk Africa. And the project that I work on and lead is called Insika Yetemba, which means Pillars of Hope. And we work with young boys between the ages of 13 and 18 from Nyanga, Bonteheuwel, Langa, and Khayelitsha. And the goal of the project is to end gender-based violence, mostly through challenging toxic, bad, destructive ideas of what it means to be a man.
My dad, he doesn't share what he feels with me. My uncle never did that with my cousin. So it's a thing that they didn't get from their parents. And I think for us to understand that people grew up in a different era and we can't judge men and put them. But like we know, now we must address it. When you grow up in the homes that I come in, the space is so small that men and like parents and everyone, we all live around each other. There's no space for kids or space where things happen in the room that I experience and I get to see that I shouldn't see as a young person. And you can't talk to your parents after they're the ones that are having their fights at home and stuff. So that's why it's so important to have organizations like you who create that in the community. Schools should be doing that too, to be quite honest, because I remember talking about me when I was at school. You remember when we were young, I don't know how old you are, but when I was in school, you're 25, but when I was in school, they would teach us how to use a condom, but they don't teach you how to talk to a woman, how to treat a woman. I want to know, how do you challenge these bad things?
These bad
how do you do that?
So literally, it's a lot of self-reflection. It's asking like, what to you does it mean to be a man? Paint that for me. So we are combining physical, artistic activities with tough mental work as well. And we chat about things like, what do you do when you're angry? As young boys, we're not taught about, okay, when I feel angry, how do I express my anger? We confuse, for example, violence and anger. We think anger equals violence, but no, anger is a normal emotion. We feel sad, we feel angry, we feel happy, but it's how you express that emotion.
Have you seen how women express it?
Yeah.
They speak.
Exactly.
They might shout, they might do, but they speak it out.
About it. Yeah.
But us, if I'm in a conversation with you, I must hit you because you're winning the argument.
Exactly.
And guess where you take that? Now you go speak to a woman who knows how to speak, who has been doing it over and over. Exactly.
Mm.
And that's why then you speak to them, you see you losing this conversation, then you want to get aggressive because that's what you're used to. That's what you do with the boys at school. I'd argue with you, I'll see you at break time.
Exactly.
I'll see you after school. Then you take that into everything. That's why it's so important to have those conversations.
Yeah. So we chat about, okay, what are healthy ways in which to express your anger, We talk about things like respect. We have this amazing activity called People and Things. So it's this very quick activity where I line the boys up into two lines and I say, one line, you are things, and the one line, you are people. And then the rules are, the people get to tell the things to do whatever they want. So if they say, put your hand behind your back and jump 5 times up, right? And they get 5 minutes to tell the things to do whatever they want. And then we swap the roles. Things now are people that get to tell the other people who are people, now things, to do anything. And then afterwards, I ask them, okay, cool, people, how did you feel being able to tell the things that they can do whatever you want them to do? And then I ask the things, well, how did you feel having someone control your body in that way, that you had powerless? If he said jump, you have to jump. If he said put your hand behind your back, you have to do that. And then we extend that little small activity and I say, okay, when we living in the world, if we're interacting with others, do we notice that some people are treated like things and some people are treated like people, And are those women, are those black people, are those poor people? Who are the things, who are the people in society? And what can you and I do to make all of us be treated like people and not things?
That's amazing.
So that's an example of how we break down a massive concept like power, but to a young kid can be like, ooh, I remember that activity, people and things, and now I'm in class, someone's being bullied. Ed spoke about this and you're treating him like a thing, that is wrong. Yeah. So what we try and do is not come to them. I never use the word masculinity with the boys, because what does that mean? You know what I mean? I use approachable words, digestible words, so that they're able to understand it and teach the people around them. Yeah,
that's so much power. And I think on what you said women get diagnosed with more
depression at higher rates, yeah.
But more
men are dying of suicide.
More men dying of suicide. And I think what I said, because remember, like, when you're a man, you are told by men, women, your parents, everyone, be strong. Exactly. A boy doesn't cry. A boy doesn't do this. Yeah. Those things are not, that's not how life is. That's why men bottle things up. Exactly. And when you bottle that stuff up, it makes you so heavy and it just fills you up, you know, and you feel like you can't talk to anybody. Exactly. And that's the thing, what you said. Like, I remember talking to but then some people judge you for because you're weak now. Yeah, yeah. You know, and
you sissy.
All those words come out that shouldn't be, you know, in our language anymore. And I think what I said when we on the weekend, I said, because you start losing friends and you start losing loved ones because, he's so soft, he's crying about this. Yeah. And I said, my biggest thing is this: would you rather lose them or lose your life? Wow. Which one would you choose? And I think that is so important. That's why what you said, unlearning and learning new things is what's needed to be done. And how we talk to each other, and how we see young boys, and how we see young girls as well, you know. And when I grew up, what I knew was that women are in the kitchen and men go work. Exactly. We are far more than that. Yeah. We can do so much more than just bringing salary and bringing food at home. Women do that too. Yeah. So why can't we clean? Why can't we do stuff, you know? And I don't do it a lot. I try and do it in front of my kids. I cook dinner sometimes, I prepare, and I clean when I have to. And that's just to show my kids that it's okay. That mommy can do some things better than daddy, and I can do some things better than mommy. And I think what you guys are doing is so powerful, and we are grateful for what you are doing, and hopefully it can grow.
I also want to thank you and the Kolisi Foundation for the wonderful work that you do. For example, your Power to You packs that you provide, we obviously hand that out to our girls as well. But interestingly, we also hand it out to our boys, because we want our boys to not only talk about these things, but we want them to actively defend women's rights. So we give this to them a couple times a year and say, find a woman in your life and give this to them. And the Power to You packs obviously has the rape whistle, as well as pepper spray and some fantastic resources that we then let them go out into communities and share that message and share those practical products that can help save lives.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for joining us. I've really enjoyed this conversation, and I think it will talk to a lot of people around South Africa, around men, and I think, I would love for your thoughts on the Instagram. What did you enjoy about the conversation? What other conversations do you want us to have? Who do you want us to have? And if you have questions too, please put them here on the comment section, and we will ask Edward and Justice Days and all the other organizations that we speak with, you know, so they can answer and be part of the conversation. This is not us telling you, this is us welcoming you and saying, please speak to us. And we also want to learn. You might know things that we can do so much better. Please let us know. And please, men, get stuck in the comment section. It's a brief, man. Thank you, guys.